Hey there guys, how's it going? I'm Jeff the Killer and I'd like to welcome you to my first onslaught in Alice Madness Returns. So I tried recording this last night, got 2 hours and 15 minutes into the game to realize that I forgot to uncheck a little thing in Bandicam, or actually to check a thing, and it screwed up my audio. So I did a test recording earlier and my audio was perfect, so let's get started and hopefully not get pissed. So I didn't play the game before, though I did play it on easy, but since you guys are probably going to enjoy more of a struggle out of me, I'll go on normal. Now I'm not the kind to actually enjoy games that are particularly hard, but no, I don't want to invert that. I like to struggle, but I don't like it to be painfully hard. My frame rate shouldn't be dropping, it should be locked at 30 FPS. Because that's what happened. When it drops, it's screwed up. Right now it's flickering. I don't like that. Please stop doing that. Well, I'll record for an hour and then I'll see. So, if you hear this, that means I solved it. If not, I didn't solve it. And fuck me if I know what to do afterwards. I'm pretty much out of options after that. Anyway, so
It's only a dream.
read a story if you want, or listen to me when I talk. I'll just be quiet for now anyway.
Now, focus. Wait. You're floating.
I really want to listen to it. I mean, yesterday when I did this recording, I listened to it, but yeah, I listened to it yesterday, so
Forget it. Abandon that.
kind of don't
It's
want to
unproductive.
listen to the same shit again. But I don't want to skip it because you guys haven't seen it, and I'm pretty pissed that Bandicam decided to be a douche like that. Because 2 hours and 15 minutes in this game, that's a long time. That's a lot of platforming and combat, and that's 20% of the game. The game took me about 10 hours to complete my first time through,
Discard that.
and I don't think I really got stuck anywhere, so
Wonderland.
it was pretty much, yeah, it was pretty much what I could or couldn't do.
Your preference
So that
is
was a
sick.
big chunk of the game that I had recording in one sitting, and
Where are you?
had recorded, my bad.
With a friend.
And a lot of commentary. I was actually able to do commentary properly. Normally it's not the first time I tried to make a let's play, or as I call it this, on this channel, an onslaught.
I'm not mad.
But usually I end up not being able to talk, because I don't know what you guys want me to talk about. But a friend of mine who wants to make videos herself, and who I am helping make these videos, Scared a Cat, you can look in the description below for a link to her channel. If it's not in the description, just drop a comment and I'll put it there afterwards. She has no videos up at the time of this recording. I don't know when there's going to be some, because when we last tried recording, Bandicam decided to be a douche and make us a problem. So we have to start all over again. But point is,
There. Better now, aren't we?
what's the point? Oh yeah, so she said that, well, she likes to just hear
Of forgetting.
YouTubers ramble, and I figured,
Remember
let me
other
see, because I mostly watch people who are in groups, so such as the Game Grumps, Runaway Guys, Achievement Hunter, but
Memory is
I
a
haven't
curse
watched
more often
any
than a
single
blessing.
person commentary in a while, actually.
And I will
Uh,
say it again.
I mean, I do
The
watch
past
Star
needs
and
to be paid
Germa, but
for.
usually it's either
Now,
games that it's their
before
first time
the
playing and they're
next
having reactions to it,
collect
or
those
it's something that
bills.
they have one specific topic and they do in post-commentary. Plus, I'm not recording over a first-person shooter or anything like that, so that's different too. So, I mean, I went back and watched some of the Let's Plays I've watched in the past. Northern Lions, Dark Souls Let's Play, his Binding of Isaac Let's Play, which I enjoyed a lot. Watched about 500 of the, I think he said like 800 now, episodes. I really stopped watching that because, oh god, 800 episodes of the Binding of Isaac after having myself completed the game. It's sort of a lot. On top of that, so yeah, I essentially watched that and realized, yeah, YouTubers just ramble on and on about whatever comes to their minds, and it's not always coherent, it's not always following a specific topic. They often what's the term? It's kind of pathetic because I want to be an author, and I often end up forgetting what word I'm trying to use, but I mean, when I write, I don't have that problem though.
Don't be afraid.
I don't know, I guess I'm just not as, there, I lost a word again. I lost another word. But I guess I'm not as skilled speaking as I am writing. But I mean, when you write, you get the time to,
Where has that cat gone?
you know, write a story, think it through, find a vocabulary. While you talk, it's a more immediate process, you know? There's less thinking involved. At least I personally find so. I mean,
Who's following fiery creatures
I'm an
around
idiot
the
when I
park?
talk in real life because I keep messing up my words. Then again, there comes a problem that I'm bilingual, and when I speak in real life, it's mostly in French because I live in Quebec, which is a French province. So not many people actually speak English here, so I'm forced to speak French. And my family, while my mother does speak English, she raised me in French, so it's actually more natural to speak in French, and it actually feels weird when I say a phrase in English or something like that. Even though I know she understands it, I mean, she watches TV in English when she can, so it's not like she doesn't understand what I say, but I don't know, it feels weird to speak in English to her, or to my aunt, or to my mother's boyfriend, or to my cousin, who spoke English before I did. He's actually the one thanks to whom I speak English. He introduced me to a couple of animes, and it's by watching these animes every night over the course of a year that I learned to speak English. Roughly 30 minutes a night every night for the year. I say roughly because from Monday through Friday, inclusively, there was Inuyasha that played, which is 30 minutes, including advertisements and credits that I never paid attention to, and often they would be recorded, so I just skipped them. Excuse me. If I apologize like this, is because I have belched. You may not hear it on the recording all the time, but yeah, it's just I'm polite, so I apologize louder than I actually belched. Anyway, so on Tuesdays though was Gundam Seed, and when that would be over, Gundam Seed Destiny, and then back to Gundam Seed, and so on. On Fridays there would be Gundam Seed after Inuyasha, and then there would be another anime that kept changing. Sometimes it was One Piece, sometimes it was Blue Dragon, Zatch Bell, etc. They would play a few episodes and switch the anime for whatever reason. Then the fourth one was Bleach for, first was Dot Hack Sign, then they switched it to Bleach, then they switched it to Naruto, I believe. No, they changed Gundam Seed on Fridays to Naruto. But, yeah, and they changed, whatever it was to, Death Note, and so on, you get the idea. So, essentially, it's like I watched a little bit over 30 minutes per day in total, but on average, but yeah, it's pretty much that. That's how I learned English. Which is also why I have such a weird accent. My accent is actually one that I made up on my own. Because I learned a very sterile, blank kind of English. Because I learned from anime and teaching me the controls.
Do you mean to harm me?
So Inuyasha is well enunciated. There's not much slang. There's not much slurs. Same for Dot Hack Sign actually. Dot Hack Sign is very, very clean English. That's perfectly enunciated most of the time. At least as I recall. It's been a long time. It's been about 2 years since I last watched it. And so I had a very sterile, blank, bland English. I didn't like that. It lacked personality, it lacked my personal touch. But then taking an accent, well, locally I would have had a French accent, which I hate. As far as Canadian accent goes, I don't know what would be Canadian other than the stereotypes like saying A at the end of every sentence, which I hate. That's a stereotype that's completely idiotic. I've been in Ontario, nobody ever said that. Hey, I hear more American people use that. More my friends from America that say that than Canadians that I've talked to. And I have a bunch of friends that are Canadians on Skype, and they never say that. So otherwise it would have to be from another nation, and I don't want to either, you know, make them feel like I'm insulting their culture or something like that by mimicking their accent in a stereotypical way, or being asked all the time, hey, are you Romanian? Because that's an accent I really like. Or are you Texan? Because that's another accent I really like, you know? While in reality, I'm French Canadian. So instead, I took the bits and pieces I liked from every accent I knew and mashed the whole thing together in a blender. And the little smoothie that came out of that is how I speak now. So that's why some words I'll eventually end up enunciating differently, sometimes in the same day or even the same sentence. Well, not sentence, but speech, you know, monologue. Apologies as I take a sip of water.
But you know I can be.
I'll frighten myself.
I'm not used to speaking in such a constant manner, so I will be drinking regularly. Have a big glass of water. I did actually guzzle down an entire glass of water before starting this, but it doesn't help that my mouth gets dry. And before that, I drank a small bottle of Pepsi Diet because I like the taste of Pepsi Diet. I know it's weird, but diet sodas are actually pretty good to me. Well, for me anyway. Oh yeah, I didn't need to jump over that. That's just water. Sploosh, sploosh. But I jumped anyway because I need to control, so screw you. Not to mention that, hey, jump is a wow, big frickin' surprise. That's like... It's like this in every frickin' game. And twirl, whee! Whoa, almost fell off. Oh, I never noticed that snail there. Hello, little guy, we'll meet later. But, so yeah, that's how I made my accent. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else I want to say about that. So yeah, I do watch a lot of anime. And I do consider myself an otaku, despite the fact that a couple of DVD series is all I own that's anime related. That and a bunch of pictures, like screenshots and Googled images. Nothing else, really. I don't have the budget to buy that stuff. I don't read the manga because, well, first off, it's really hard to get stuff like that here in Quebec. It's usually only the really big franchises such as Bleach or Naruto, and it's translated in French. I actually had to import the DVDs for the animes that I have, which are Ouran High School Host Club and Steins Gate. So, yeah, having to import that kind of cost a lot, on top of the fact that the DVDs themselves are kind of expensive, but that's just because I have a small budget. So, I do hope to become an author at soon-ish. I mean, I still need to write a book. I did write one almost completely, but one problem occurred. Isn't there a key? Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. But the friend that I had proofread it for me and tell me if it was consistent and etc. because I'm not really confident in that sort of thing. She stopped logging onto Skype, which to me really screwed with my view of my thing, because without her support I can't write, essentially. And so yeah, that screwed me over. And also I find that I could do better. Like, it was my first time trying to write a real book and actually getting that far into it. So I figured, yeah, I learned a lot from it, so let's scratch it for now. I mean, I still have it stored on my computer, but yeah, there's memory here. I was hoping it was teeth, actually. The teeth will learn soon enough that they're used to upgrade weapons, so they're quite important. These can be broken, except I don't have a weapon yet, and we can't get back here by the time, so I guess this is for New Game Plus. But by the time of New Game Plus, at least the way I played, which is at about halfway through the game... Oh,